We're back. This is Renovate and Build with Jim and Sandra, powered by Fair Trade Works.
Oh, dear landlord, please hear these words that I speak. Oh, I know that you have
Little Dear Landlord and Joe Cogger here on Renovate and Build on CIL 650. Good morning to you at home, work, or out and about. And good morning to you, Jim.
Good morning to you, and thanks to everybody for listening. Dear Landlord is actually very appropriate this morning, as for the last little while here in Vancouver, we've been talking about housing affordability. And while we've discussed a lot about what current homeowners can do to make living in this beautiful city practical management, we have not discussed what people are doing that don't have this option. Please join me in welcoming our next guest to Renovate and Build, Mukhtar Latif, Vancouver's Chief Housing Officer.
Good morning.
Morning, Sandra. Hi.
Hi. For those not familiar, Mukhtar, with the Affordable Housing Agency, can you tell us a little about it and why it was formed?
Yeah. The Mayor's Task Force 2 years ago was looking at ways in which we can improve the affordability for a range of households, particularly mid to moderate income families and singles within Vancouver. We obviously had a number of programs for people that were on street and sheltered homeless, and we continue to do that. But we could see that Vancouver was becoming unaffordable for a wider range of people. So the target of the agency was to look at ways in which we can improve affordability for the sort of low to middle income people, including families, as part of that mix.
Yeah, Mukhtar, how many new units will the city build?
The initial target that the city has allocated to the agency will be to create 500 new homes within the next 3 years, and then a further 2,000 within the next 7. So in total, we're looking to build 2,500 homes by 2021.
Wow.
That's quite an endeavor.
Yeah.
Now, I'm sure that you're going to obviously have a lot of parameters for who can access, these units. Can you tell us a little about the selection process?
Yeah, there'll be a range of housing that we're looking to provide. I mean, what we're hoping to do through the agency is to look for innovative ideas to create affordability. One of the things that we're looking at is obviously if we can get cost-effective build, we need less subsidy to make the homes more affordable for people on a range of incomes. We've got a number of programs that we've obviously through the community plans that we've had approved in the West End and downtown Eastside and Marpole. Through that, we've got a range of housing that we've committed to building for affordability. So we'll be looking at homes that for people on shelter or seniors that are on safer or pension income. So there'll be homes that will be built at lower incomes, as well as families that are on moderate incomes, and we'll be looking at rents that would range from the income shelter from $375 to $800-900 for one, and $1,200 for a 2-bed, and $1,500 for a 3-bed. Those will be the core sort of rents that we'll be looking to charge based on income limits.
Okay, is your board completed yet, and what will they be responsible for within the new organisation?
So the board, we're looking for a board that represents the community, and we went out for a public call. We're in the process of assessing the application, so we'll be looking to announce the board shortly. And they will be tasked by the council to oversee the work of the agency and ensure that we're hitting the targets that the council has set.
What do you think that the biggest challenge is going to be for the agency?
Sorry, I missed that.
Oh, sorry. What do you think that the biggest challenge is going to be for this agency?
I guess there's what we're looking to do is obviously encourage by example. We have access to some of the land that the city owns, but what we want to try and do is encourage partners who have land, particularly non-profits and faith-based organisations, and looking at ways in which we can work together with them to bring forward any assets that they have to create affordable housing, as well as redeveloping some of their facilities for the community. So we want to be looking at different ways in which we can create affordability and bringing forward opportunities that allow that to happen. And that will be working in partnership with developers, because we recognise that their skill set and contractors in terms of creating the cost-effective build and design, and then architects and consultants to be able to value engineer and create that value through that process in terms of the building. And then we obviously got the non-profits and as managing agents. So there's a whole range of skill sets that we'll be working with, and the agency is not looking to, it's going to be enabling and facilitating and becoming a catalyst in terms of creating opportunities for housing.
Do you have someone, another city that you're able to borrow some of the ideas for this agency, or is this going to be something that you're kind of, starting out on your own?
No, we're looking to work with as many partners as we can and looking for new ideas all the time. So we will be working with partners to be able to take forward the work that we're looking to do.
Mm-hmm. Do you kind of fear that there'll be a flood of applications once you kind of open the doors?
For the housing?
Yeah.
I mean, what we will have is obviously the partners will be that we'll be working with. We will have obviously a selection process to access the housing, which will be needs based. Because if there's a subsidy required, there will be an element of market rent housing as well to help support the viability of projects too. So that will be open to all within Vancouver. But yeah, we obviously want to encourage people to apply, and if they are eligible to access the housing, then obviously, and as I said, it's more the family housing. What we saw was there's a shortage in family housing being created in Vancouver, and one of the agency's key tasks is to create more 2- and 3-bedroom housing for families so that they remain in Vancouver.
When are you hoping to get the ball rolling, Mukhtar? When will the building start?
We're looking at a few projects at the moment. We will be looking to get those approved as part of the capital budget. Once council, obviously we're going through the election process at the moment, so once council's in place, they'll approve the budget, and then we'll be looking to hopefully start mid-next year.
Well, thank you very much. We hope you'll keep us up to date. This is very interesting information for those who need it.
Great, thank you.
Please join us again. We've been speaking with Mukhtar Latif, Vancouver's Chief Housing Officer. To find out more about Vancouver's affordable housing agency, please visit vancouver.ca.
Well, that's a wrap for another edition of Renovate and Build. We hope you enjoyed the show, and remember that the show is all for you. So please email us your questions and comments at radio@fairtradeworks.biz.
And thank you to our producer, Dwayne Bishop, for his help behind the scenes today, smiling as ever through the glass.
And next week on Renovate and Build, we'll be catching up on the latest community happenings in Surrey as the city continues to explode.
And we'll be talking bathroom fixtures and faucets with Wolseley Canada's expert Mike Heaps.
And of course, Gary and Meg will drop by with some new smoke detectors on Product Face-Off.
Please continue to listen to CIL 650. Tom Lucas and Sherry Brown will be taking over the controls with Radio Real Estate. Enjoy your weekend.
Introducing a revolutionary new construction system. This is Renovate and Build with Jim and Sandra.